and a very good afternoon to everybody who has just joined on Thameslink TV today. We are going to be doing some more train simulator stuff. Um, Obviously, as most people probably might know, there obviously we did do some train sim stuff last week. Where obviously I think I did it pretty much on when was it? Tuesday night because sorry, my headset went a little bit mad then. But yeah, we did a stream on Tuesday night, and we basically went from Sheerness to Gillingham on a class 466 networker. We had to try and complete that anyway. That was part of the career mode I had to do anyway, so I just thought, why not? So. But today, we're going to be doing something slightly different. As you can probably see in the description below, we're going to be operating this route today from London Blackfriars to Swanley. So it is just we're having to use obviously one of these anyway. This is part of one of the obviously routes I've got to do anyway. The one I did want to try and do at some point will be this one, but I'm going to probably do that another day because obviously it'll probably be a little bit longer than the other. I know it says 50 minutes on there, but to be honest, we ain't going to have loads of time. But yeah, so we're going to go from Blackfriars to Seven Oaks, see how far we get. But if we do end up at any point, then yeah. So we're just going to go straight into it. So, we will be doing a southeastern high speed route at some point. I'm hoping maybe if I do end up getting some more subscribers, I will do a full route from St Pancras International to Faversham, or something, or like a London to Brighton run. Um, it does, unfortunately, it does depend, obviously, how we're all doing and all, and all that. So yeah, with this stream today, yeah, good morning, driver. Welcome aboard this Class 700. I've already driven a Class 700. Okay, I already did it earlier this week. Um, Today you'll be taking this Class 700 on a service 9Y11. They're the codes, obviously, if anyone's only just joined. From London Blackfriars to Seven Oaks, and you'll be calling at all stations to Swanley today, and there will be no expected route delays. Please allow passengers aboard. Why do you need this extra bit anyway? Come on, Train Simulator. Okay, so that's the doors. So yeah, today this is going to be our train today. I'm not too. Wait a minute, why is this? Oh, because we're in the terminal platforms. There we go. Lovely. Gonna check to make sure the lights are fine. Yeah, lights are fine. Can I do the rear lights? Or maybe not. Okay. Maybe not. I thought you could do that. I thought they activate the rear lights, but okay, maybe not then. So now call all stations to Seven Oaks, first stop Elephant Castle. Now, the problem with Elephant Castle is, yeah. I've just realised I can't drive anyway. It's not letting me, so hold up. No. Oh, it's because the power's not on, is it? Is that why? I don't know. It shouldn't be, but it's not letting me do it, so I don't know whether there's something's gone wrong here, guys. I'm sorry. Whoever makes this game, Dovetail game, please sort this out because this looks like it's not going to work. Hang on. What? You don't want to go to sun today? Ooh, no thanks. Yeah, so for some reason this is not working. I'll open the door again anyway so that people can obviously get on and off, but it looks like it's not working, so I don't know what's gone on. I suspect something's gone wrong with this game. I will restart it in a minute because I do wonder if something has gone wrong here. Well, I can't depart anyway because it's not letting me do it. Doors are closed, but we can't go, so I don't know whether. Yeah, so we're just not. Yeah, we're not able to go. If anyone who has played on this pack before, please do let me know why this ain't working because this is like usually it's the AWS obviously stops it, but for some reason it's not because I've not had an AWS alarm come up, so I don't know whether there's something wrong with it or not. It doesn't feel like the train's even on. Yeah, just give me a few minutes, guys, because I think this. I'm gonna restart it. Sorry, because I think something's gone terribly wrong there. That's unusual because usually when I've been playing, obviously with the 700 unit, it's not been as bad. Well, that's come up with 0.1. They shouldn't be doing that. Oh, never mind. Okay. So unless the AWS has completely come on, but so I'm gonna have to wait anyway until. I suppose I will say actually, this is going to be a little bit worrying if this doesn't work because if it doesn't work again, guys, I will select another route because I mean I'll have to just figure out how this works. So I do apologise. Yeah, it's not working again. So there's obviously something wrong with it. That's the engine start, but then the engine start's not. Come on, let me go then. Unless unless we're just not doing it, because it looks like it's just not doing it. So I don't know what has gone wrong there. Okay, so maybe we just won't then. Maybe we'll just have to. That's not right. Yeah. Oh, is that maybe why then? No, it's not, because we were supposed to pick up. Yeah, so something's gone wrong here, so I'm not too sure whether we're going to be able to have anything. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. I thought we were going to get like a Thameslink unit obviously running today, but obviously not. It looks like we're going to have a bit of a problem with that, so I'm going to have to investigate that later. Um, what I am going to do then in that case then is I'm going to be a little bit cheeky here because I have done this before in quick drive mode, where the 700 has actually worked. And yeah, what I'm going to do is sadly I'm going to have to be a little bit cheeky because obviously I shouldn't. Well, to be honest, I shouldn't really be doing it, but we've got Chatham Mainline here. Now, the only thing with that is I would like to try and do something a little bit cheeky. So we've got London Blackfriars there. I could go then to like Catford, or if I The thing is, it says you can go to Margate via Catford, but I'm not sure how you could even do that. Anyway, so we won't do that today. What we are going to do is we're going to go. I'm not even sure you can go to Sevenoaks either. No, it doesn't. Here's the thing, right? I wanted to do a Sevenoaks service because then obviously with that, that's actually what the service does, like in real life. But it looks like you can't do Sevenoaks anyway, so that's annoying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Swanley anyway, as that was the original route. We're supposed to go pretty much calling all stations anyway. If it doesn't work again, then I'm just going to use a Southeastern Class 375 because at least I know that does actually work. I just wanted to see whether the 700s work. Go via Thameslink. If you are watching, please tell me how you operate these because I've got no clue what the starting procedures are. Because it looks like for some reason, I think that the people who make this game, Dovetail Game, I'm not even sure the starting procedures are what they're supposed to be. So because otherwise you can't start the train. Because I thought with the train, you've got to then press the... Oh, maybe not then. Right, so something's obviously happened, obviously on mine. Sorry about that, guys. We've got a little bit of a problem there. Yeah, the game basically just crashed. In case anyone was expecting, obviously, a blank screen. Yeah, sorry about that. The game has just crashed, so I don't know what's happened to it. It did say apparently it was out of memory. Now, I can kind of get that, but, like, why? It shouldn't even be out of memory anyway. It's not like it's... I think go Bromley south to Swanley, but we can't do... Wherever we go Victoria to Swanley, I'm going to be really tempted to see if it actually does work. Right, what we'll do, guys, we'll do this. If it crashes again, then I'm just going to do one of the ones we've done before, because I think there's obviously something wrong with the game. The problem with rail works is obviously, this is obviously Train Sim 2023. It's been a long time coming. I've not had a lot to do with this train, but with this simulator for a while. Oh, hang on, is it going to work? Hello? Yes, right. Okay, it is going to work then. Whether it does actually work will be the next question, but or maybe not then. Okay, I'm sorry about this, guys. This is not what it should be doing. I don't know what's happening to my games, but this is causing all sorts of problems. I don't know whether it's the internet or whether it is just... So yeah, my game's gone a little bit mad for some reason, so I don't know whether it is just me or whether it is that or what. So I'm going to go back onto Train Sim again. This is the last time I'm going to do it, because if it does crash again, then I'm just not going to do it again, because it's just... I mean, I'm just going to have to end the stream quickly, because it's just... I think there's something wrong with my game. I'm going to go in career mode. No, I'll go on a quick drive minute. I'm going to have to take the 700 off, I'm afraid, because I think there's obviously something wrong with it. I'm a little bit disappointed, really, guys, because I was hoping, like, today I was going to be able to obviously have a little bit of a play about, but it looks like... Okay, yeah, we have that. And then we'll go... FC International to Rain. Yeah, we'll go Raynham. We'll see if this definitely works, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be a little bit mad. I'm hoping it doesn't start crashing again. If the game crashes again, guys, I do severely apologise. This is not what the game should be doing, but I will have to tweak some settings. Like, there must be something in the background that's running that shouldn't be, so... It just annoys me, guys, because the problem is, right, I've played this game many times now, and it just seems to be crashing. Right, so the AWS is working. Okay, so the game is working. I think we just have to avoid driving the 700s for now because I think there's obviously something wrong with it. I will have to have a bit of a play about with it later, but are we on third rail or are we on overhead? Hang on. Right, we're on third rail, okay. I shall open the doors. Yeah, sadly, guys, I can't do the original route I was going to do today, so I do sadly apologise for that. I was hoping to get a 700 unit running today, but it's clearly, as you just saw there, the game is just literally crashing, so I don't know what I've done to it. I'd imagine it's probably run out of memory. The problem is I can't really put much more memory into it, because otherwise it'll just crash the computer, so... Right, so what we'll do Absolute Terrainum today, we'll just get as much as we can done. There we go. I thought maybe it wasn't going to work then. I was thinking to myself, oh my god. So, but yeah, yes, I do apologise once again. Obviously, if you were expecting Blackfriars to Swanley today, sadly this has not been the case, and obviously I'm a little bit disappointed as well, guys. I'm just as disappointed as you guys. I was hoping for something a little bit better, really, but yeah, so it looks like we're not going to be able to do that route, so we are going to have to obviously concentrate on the quick drive routes like this, which we've already done, so I'm sorry about that. So today we're going to be going from Eversley to Raynham for recording Gravesend, Strood, Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham, and Raynham with our stream today. But this is only because we were hoping for a Thameslink unit this morning, but sadly this has not been the case. So once again, I do apologise for that. I didn't mean to obviously put a black screen of death obviously on there, like a black screen of death on there. It should not be happening. So yeah, it's just well beyond my control basically because I'm usually all right with this sort of stuff. The one thing I was considering doing was I was going to do a Thameslink unit from Swanscombe to Raynham, but I didn't really want to risk it, so I'll have to try and do that another day. Just to check to make sure it definitely does work, but for now we'll just have a bit of a leisurely trip through North Kent, obviously for this time, because I'm not too sure whether we're going to be able to do much else. So, if you guys have got any route suggestions you want me to do, please do let me know. But the way I see it, I'm not. Yeah, so okay, so it looks like we're not going to be stopping at Gravesend anyway, because it looks like there's a loop thing down here. I kind of want to check something, because if I can I change the points? No, so I can't change the points. Okay, so I can't change the points anyway. So if I could, then I probably would. But because we can't, then we can't. So I was hoping you could really, because otherwise that'd be quite cool, really, to then just like stop at all station during a loop and that. But obviously we can't. So if it doesn't run out of memory again, I am going to be. I am speeding. I know. I know. I know. I know. Sad I couldn't do much about that really, because obviously it was going really, you know. So yeah, so we're gonna go straight through Gravesend for this one. We probably shouldn't really be going straight through here anyway. We should probably be stopping, because the usual stopping pattern really is obviously after Epsom it goes Gravesend, Strood, Rochester, Chatham, Gillingham, Rainham, Sittingbourne, and Faversham. But because for some reason Train Sim doesn't let you switch to points on quick drive mode, I can't do that. So I'm annoyed that even in career mode, it didn't like departing from Blackfriars. So to be honest, actually, in future, I'm not even going to bother trying to do Blackfriars, the Swanley one, because it's probably not going to be worth it. I was a little bit gutted, really, guys, because obviously I was hoping for something a little bit different. Because the thing is, right, when you guys watch these streams, right, a lot of the time I'm always in Kent, and I wanted to give you guys something a little bit different to watch today, so like Blackfriars to Swanley, so it gives it a little bit of a different to South East London, but it seems like it didn't want to do that, so I don't know what has gone wrong there. That is well beyond my control. I don't know why it didn't want to do it, so you know. So what I'm gonna do? Oh wait, no, what's this? So yeah, we're going at about 40 at the moment. The only reason why I'm going at a lower speed than usual, is because I'm waiting for it to hit 70 on this bit. Because the problem with the North Kent line, because obviously I know most of the rail lines in Kent. The problem with the North Kent line, it then goes from like 70 down to 50 and then up to 70 again. And for some reason, it just didn't like it. That was the AWS that just went off there. Sorry about that. So yeah, so now I can speed up a little bit. So I'm going to try and go to like full pelt 70. We are going to call that Higham additionally today because it didn't want to call it Gravesend to start with. There has been times in the past, I think, where Southeastern services on high speed have gone from St Pancras and they've terminated at Rochester, and they have called additionally at Higham in order to try and space the service out. So I might possibly do that, just so then you guys can then see what what the service pattern's like. I can't believe it didn't want to call it Gravesend to start because I thought it probably would, as a result, obviously the timetables and that. I know this is quick drive mode, but I thought the whole point of the realism of it is supposed to be you could then see it like as an actual real timetable. So I don't know. I was going to work for Dovetail Games at one point. The only problem I had was the fact that my school absolutely didn't want me to work anywhere. They basically just wanted me to stay at school, and like I literally gave them a little bit of a piece of my mind for like a few times because I just I probably could have gone and worked for them, and I could have developed routes like this, like literally could have made it probably a lot better, but sadly that's not the case. Pretty much in January 2019, obviously I left school, so like, I couldn't really do much anyway. Um, so, but it's okay because really and truthfully, I'm doing these streams now. These streams are probably a bit more important than anything. It's also a little bit more interesting as well because the thing here is obviously I can just drive a train obviously for you guys, and you guys all you can do is just like sit back and relax really. You can just sit back and relax in front of the winter scenes here. So another high speed going the other way. I think it's 12 coaches. Yeah, 12 coaches. The thing with these 12 car trains. Oh, hang on, I'm speeding a little bit. Sorry about that. But yeah. So yeah, the problem with 12 car trains on the North Kent line, they can probably fit all the platforms. The only problem is that I'm not too sure what platforms it can actually fit at. So, because I've not done measurements or anything. The problem is I don't literally live anywhere near it. So I'm not really, yeah, I don't live anywhere near it. So, that 375. I'll have to check that later. I'm hoping you're going to be able to stop at this at Higham because the problem is it looks like it's a lot closer than it was earlier. I'm not even sure it can even fit in the platform anyway. Or can it? Here's a 6-car stop. I'll stop at a 6-car stop. Now, usually don't make additional stops, but I'm having to because it didn't stop at the previous station, so I just wanted to be a bit more mindful of the passengers. I'm not even sure there's that many passengers anyway. Yeah, I can't even see. He just magically. Hang on, did he just magically just appear and then just? Oh no! Yeah, look, there's another one. Look, they just basically appear and then they just board the train. What? No, we haven't even got the technology to even do that. Like, literally, what is going on? I'm hoping the same thing doesn't happen at street because it has happened before where I think I've had that. Why? But why? What? Why would you even magically appear and then just board the train? Like that's not how it works. Usually, you have people waiting on the platform and then you board the train. Or if you're lighting, obviously, then you come off the train. But like that is so weird. I don't. That is. Oh my god, that is really creepy. I've never really seen that before. So the AWS just got set off again. It's got a 15 limit coming up. It is very unusual for me to be doing this type of stream. Obviously, I'm still pretty annoyed at the fact I couldn't operate um the London Blackfriars Seven Oaks or whatever it is. I'm really annoyed at that. Still, I'm not very happy about that. So much like, my God. So yeah, so as you guys will probably be aware, obviously on the clock, obviously on the dashboard, obviously on here it says 10:42. Obviously this is in simulation. On my laptop, it's saying 14:01. This is Greenwich Mean Time. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at the moment. So obviously a lot of people have obviously been asking me when am I going to do the next stream? If you look in the description, guys, there is going to be likely a stream every Thursday. The only downside to that is if I'm doing something. So if I'm doing something else during that day, then I probably won't. I probably won't do a stream that day. So what you guys are obviously gonna have to understand a little bit is that if I do decide to stream, then I'll stream. But if I don't, then I don't. It's there's gonna be a bit of a similarities here. I'm having to slow down a little bit because otherwise I'm going to end up shooting that curve, overshooting the curve completely. I mean, that's going to derail the train. Yeah, so the date for the next Ocean Night's just been released, so I'm just going to keep an eye on that. Sorry about that. Loads of people have been messaging me all morning, like wishing me happy birthday and all that. So, no, it's because obviously my birthday was like 2 days ago. So, I probably shouldn't even be having any brakes on at the moment. Anyway, it's not even that near. So yeah, so as you guys are probably expecting to see, I will try and do a London to Brighton run at some point if it's not going to be too beefy on the computer. Because the problem is really, as you saw earlier, it ran out of memory. So I'm not, and that was only just doing Blackfriars 7X. So I don't know whether that was just because the route wasn't suitable, whether it was just something else. So, but I will have to investigate that because that's not what it should be doing. That's not the behaviour of the simulator. So. The problem with the 700s is obviously on the simulator. Whilst they're quite good, there are some downsides to it. Um, because the problem with the 700s are, you've got to have a certain speed of which they operate. Because if you overshoot, I think like 1 mile an hour. There's been a glitch, I think, in the game a couple of times now, where the game would just literally glitch out if you overshoot the platform with you overspeed. So now I don't know if any engineers are watching this stream. I imagine probably not, but if you are, can you please tell me why there's a 15 limit here at Strood? Because I'm trying to rattle my brain around here, wondering why we need it. So yeah, so we've hit 15. Now we're going around the bend. Now the problem with this bend is obviously it then decreases the speed, so I'm having to now put my feet on the accelerator a little bit to make sure it doesn't. Yeah, so I must admit this is unusual for me to do a quick drive mode here because usually I'm not really doing quick drive modes really a lot because I want to try and do like career modes and that for you guys because otherwise it just becomes really boring. So, um, the annoying thing really was the fact that obviously I tried to do quick mode earlier, right? Like quick drive mode earlier, right? Okay, so I did that and it didn't want to do the Thameslink unit. So like, I don't know whether there's something wrong with that in the career mode, but I'm gonna have to try and investigate that because that really doesn't. It doesn't sound right, if you know what I mean. It sounds a bit suspect. It looks like the Wi-Fi has gone down as well, according to my phone. So I don't know what has even happened. Oh, there we go. Problem is, I'm starting to wonder what's going on, because a lot of what's his name in America? They've had problems with flights, obviously for the last um couple of times now, and I've been trying to wonder now what's going on, and I reckon it's probably got to be something to do with these magnetic poles. They're reckoning possibly the magnetic poles could be the problem. Um, shit. Yeah, sorry about that. Luckily this is not made for kids. This one, because obviously otherwise I can't swear. So, but I just swore there. I didn't mean to. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, I nearly dropped my phone. But that was only because I was trying to look at information. Yeah, guys, whatever you do, right, don't use your phone whilst driving the train simulator. Literally, just don't. I've already done that, and that's just really, I've lost focus now. So, but yeah, so yeah, guys, basically, if you are wondering, obviously, what's happening, obviously, in the next stream, I'm not sure what route I'm going to do for the next stream, but I will let you guys know because I suspect there's going to be a point where I'm just going to get a screenshot of that because why not? There's going to be a point where obviously I'm going to have to obviously look at other routes obviously that are available because there might obviously be a shortage of routes we're going to be able to do. So but yeah, so I presume this is the older version because obviously it's not the new one, is it? No. Yeah, because on the new version, right, the actual Rochester station's now a lot closer. But this is on the older version, so like, I imagine we'll probably just stop at the original station. So, but literally, the new station's about here, somewhere around here now. If I do it in a different screenshot type view. So it's basically over here, where this car park and that is here now. It's basically where the station actually is. I think it's there. This is because goes into like 3 tracks, so I would imagine all they did move tracks over a little bit, and then X, Y, Z, if you know what I mean. So obviously what they did is obviously they moved the station, like the old station up there, over to down here. So they moved it obviously a few yards down the road, but honestly, I can kind of get why, because if it's closer to the high street, it's closer to the high street, because that's what I've read on the information, because obviously that's what I tried to get my phone for. But apparently it was something to do with that. There was nothing to do with the fact that obviously they wanted it to just be moved closer or whatever. They just apparently just didn't want to have too much problems with stuff. So I thought, okay, but like it didn't really make much sense, if you know what I mean, because I thought, well, okay, but yeah, so. Now I like playing Train Sim, guys, but the one game I do want to try it at some point would be World of Subways Volume 3, and that includes the London Underground Circle line, but I've got to see how I install that, because the problem with that game is I've got to see how I can get, because yeah, sorry, I was just making sure the train was ready. So yeah, the problem I had with that game was that I have the physical disc already, so like, I already have the disc copy of the game, but I don't know how to use the code on that, like the activation code obviously on that, to then use on here, so I don't have to buy it again. Because the problem is, guys, there's no point in me buying it again if I've already got the disc. So I've got to try and work out. The only other way I could do it is to get an external CD, like CD, DVD, whatever it is, thing, and then install it. Because that seems to be the only option that's going to be able to do it. So, but I'll have to have a look a bit more in further detail about that. If you guys do want to see me do the circle line, I will get it. But obviously, I want you guys to have a little bit of input on stuff, because community engagement is more important. So, community engagement is quite important here. So, but it's just sadly we've got to try and see what works and what doesn't. So. It's just been really annoying this morning, because I was hoping to do obviously a Thameslink route today, and it's not happened. So we're just gonna have an hour of absolute chaos. Yeah. So I am gutted, if you know what I mean. I am very, very gutted. The only reason why I'm not focusing is because I'm just, because there's loads of cars outside. I don't know why, but yeah. So yeah, so guys, we are only going to be going as far as Raynham today. If you have only just started to join this stream, we are approaching Chatham now, as you can see on the bottom. We will probably be, yeah. I was really tempted to just skip Chatham anyway, but I won't, because otherwise I'll probably get a lot of disgruntled customers. God, I'm going to be able to fit in this platform. I've overshot the platform a little bit, I think, otherwise. Nah, it should be fine. Nah, I'm in the platform. Right, excellent. Yeah, the stations here are quite close together, so it's not like it's going to be a huge problem. Get some more screenshots and that. But yeah, so realistically, Yeah, I wasn't going to do this route today, but, basically this route today, but sadly, I've had to, because there's not really been much choice. Okay. How's the AWS again? It doesn't seem to come up on here for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't come up here, but I'd imagine it's probably going to be some sort of alarm. So, but it's okay. We'll get going now. So then it makes it a bit easier. I do apologise for this top right here, where it seems to be a little bit chaotic, obviously with the squares and that. That's because obviously of the way the stream is. I can't really do much about that. I've tried altering all the settings and everything, and it still doesn't fix the problem. So I am sorry about that, but sadly that's the way it goes. Not really much I can do. So, oh, I'm speeding a little bit again. I promise I can't do much anyway. If they don't make the 50 limit like here, there's no point having it. So, oh, it's 50 now. I don't know why they go. The thing is, right, when I've watched the streams, right, they've gone a lot faster than they should be on here. And obviously, I have travelled on this line a few times, a couple of times, right. And I've noticed, right, they do go a lot faster here, and I don't know why they go like a lot faster here and not faster like back there where it was earlier. I don't know what the meaning of that is, but I guess there's obviously something wrong with the way they do it. So yeah, so next station's Gillingham. Obviously we're going to be terminating at Raynham today anyway. I'm probably going to end this stream after this because I think today has been a bit of a complete failure. It's a little bit of a failure for me. To be honest, today I was hoping we were going to get like a different route in today, but sadly we've had all kinds of problems. So we've had to pretty much abort trying to do the previous one, the previous route. I'm not very happy really. I was hoping it was going to be a lot easier, but obviously not. We've had all kinds of problems all morning, so I think something's obviously happened. It's very unusual as well because usually when I do train sim, right, it's not usually a big problem with like routes and that, but clearly today there has been absolute problems. So yeah, so once again, I'm not very happy really with the fact, obviously, how the stream's gone. So yeah, I'm not very happy. Who opened the doors here? I don't know how far down I went. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that, but actually that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot further down than I thought, but you know me. It says Faversham up there, but we're not going to Faversham today. The only reason why, well, to be honest, I don't really want to go to Faversham anyway. So, like, it's I've got nothing against the town. It's just basically the problem is, right. The thing that does wind me up about this, right? Okay, so this is something actually. This is why I've not been very happy with travelling at the moment, right? So there's a long stretch, right, on the M2 between Sittingbourne and Faversham. So the A249 um to basically the A251, I think. Yes, the A251. Um, there's that long stretch on the M2. It's 10 miles, right? It's literally 10 miles, okay? And when there's an accident or an incident or whether it's or they shut the motorway, right? It's a massive detour to try and get round it. Because you either got to go through Sittingbourne, I mean through Tenham, or you've got to go down to the M20 and then try and come back up again via Ashford, and that's a really long way round. They should probably put a junction in really in between like 5 and 6. There must be planned to have a junction there, or even a service station, because I think otherwise it's a bit pointless having it there, because otherwise you just end up having probably. Yeah, I know motorways are supposed to be fast roads. You're supposed to get going and that, but I was a little bit scared. The thing is now, this is the thing, right? I'm even, I'm scared myself now of even going beyond Sittingbourne. Not on the trains, obviously. On the trains, I can pretty much do that. I can just go beyond it anyway, because obviously, trains and me, they go on quite well. The thing that I don't like is obviously driving. Driving is not my forte. I've not really been very happy with driving, really. I'd like to drive because obviously, you get a lot of freedom out of it and all that. But if I'm honest, I can't see the point. I really, really can't see the point of it anymore, because we're in this day and age now where there's not even a point. So probably the roads are congested as it is. They keep wanting to build more roads. It's not enough public transport infrastructure. We're living pretty much again where we're living in an era where it seems to be absolutely chaotic for no reason. So like, I just don't know why. This is why I do kind of want to say this announcement. I'm probably not going to be going on holiday this year, guys, but I will possibly do a live stream like myself, like a Q&A, like vlog type thing. So if you guys want to ask any questions, then yeah, please do so. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say no. So, but obviously you guys can only decide that. So, coming into our final stop soon. Rainham, if you only have just joined this live, sorry if I keep saying this. If you have only just joined the live, once again, I'm sorry, but we have had problems earlier on, so we're just doing Ebbsfleet to Rainham now. And we are just about to approach Rainham, which is our final stop. So I think if anyone was joining now, yeah, you kind of left it a little bit late, sadly, because we're pretty much going to end the stream in a minute. So it is just been chaos all day. Okay, guys. Basically, I've not been very happy really with the fact that the stream has let me down twice already today. I don't know why. I don't know why it crashed. Why did it have to crash earlier on? It was like there was no point having that. So yeah, so that was a bit of a waste really. Of like, I think it was because I got it in the Steam Winter Sale. I think there was like a waste of like nearly a tenner now I've had for that. Only to find that route doesn't work. So I have no clue why it didn't want to work. But I guess it's just pure luck from it. It's you just get what you get. I mean, like you know. Written apparently, so yeah, so I'll go back on my phone in a minute. Yeah, I can't see comments obviously coming up obviously on the YouTube like chat feed. So obviously I suspect no one's. I'm gonna overshot the platform, aren't I? Or maybe not. Don't overshoot the platform, please. I don't want a lawsuit. I don't want a lawsuit today. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. I thought it was going to be worse, but no, actually, you know what? We didn't do too bad there. I thought it was going to be a lot bad, but no. So yeah, yeah, guys, that's gonna yeah, so we've reached the end of this quick. Yeah, okay, fine. So yeah, so that has yeah, operational error speeded twice. Oh dear. Yeah, so sadly I couldn't do much about that, but problem is again, with these quick drive modes, they don't actually have a go at you or anything like that for that. So like you don't fail any like courses or anything. This is why quick drive mode's quite good. you don't fail any of the stuff like the normal career mode and that. So it's not too bad, but it's just annoying because I was hoping for something a little bit different, but nope. So stopped at one out of one destination. I think I stopped at more destinations, mate. Surely. But yeah, added, removed one out of basically naught out of naught rail vehicles. We couldn't anyway because it's a full unit. You can't like half the train. That's not possible. Picked up passengers at naught out of naught platform. Yeah, but hang on, right? If you guys remember, right, I picked up passengers at Epsom International, right? I picked up passengers at Higham, at Strood, at Rochester, at Chatham Gillingham, right? And obviously dropped them off, obviously, at Rainham and that anyway, right? So why is it saying it's not picked up passengers, obviously, at North out of North? That's not right. Picked up North out of North freight, well, we couldn't take freight anyway. Refueled North out of North. We couldn't refuel anyway. It's an electric train. You can't refuel an electric train. It's not even possible. But yeah, operation areas speeded twice, but that's normal anyway. Rail engine experience class 395 EMU, 34 minutes and 46 seconds. Distance travel 15 miles. I think that's roughly right. I'll have to check later anyway. 24 kilometres. So so guys, basically what we are gonna obviously say now, if you guys are wondering what we're gonna do for the next routes, we are not going to be doing the Thameslink routes obviously anymore. If you want me to do a class 700 route, please do tell me where you want it to go from and to. It's very likely I probably could do it on the Midland Main Line between Bedford and St Pancras. If not, then we've got a little bit of a choice, obviously. So, if not, we could use a 319. But it's just going to be really dependent, obviously, whether we can. What I want to try and do at some point, I want to use the 172 Turbo Stars. I want to try and do the Goblin, so that might be another stream for another time. Yeah, so I mean, at some point, I want to try and do this one as well. I want to try and do Brighton to Victoria. So if we can do a semi-fast or a fast, but I'm going to let you guys choose that. I'm not going to choose that myself. I'm going to let you guys choose that if you are watching. I want to kind of go back to the Isle of Wight at some point onto the 483. There is a few routes I haven't done yet, so I must admit there are ones that take 45 minutes, 50 minutes. I've already done this one as well. It's been snowing for ages. I've already done that. I did get a gold star for that actually, which is quite good, and a silver star for that one as well. So I've already done those two routes. So if you guys want any of the other ones, we've got Island Liner Dave Rover Part 1, which is still got to do. Let the music play on, looking after number 1. Solent Night. Now, Solent Night was the one I was going to do on Christmas Eve, but I didn't have enough time to do a Christmas Eve stream because I was doing other things. And also, with the Christmas parade as well, I had to prepare for that, so I couldn't do any streaming at all that day, sadly. I mean, obviously we've got this one as well, so we've got Sunday, which is basically high seeing sun's blazing on this busy Sunday and all. So it might be a Sunday stream that I might do, because obviously I have done Sunday streams before, but I'm going to have to check to see when I'm going to be next available to do a Sunday, because it only comes around ever so often. So so that pretty much concludes the stream, guys. The only things I will say is that if anyone wants me to try out anything like this, then obviously do let me know. But it is just really annoying, guys. I'm not very happy at the fact we couldn't have the other one. So yeah, so thank you all for joining. If you have liked this, please like, subscribe. If you want, hit the notification bell. You have no pressure if you don't want to. I do understand if you don't really want to watch loads of these. I will be honest, there will be another stream coming out hopefully next Thursday. If I am available next Thursday, I will do another stream. I will put out something on YouTube. It just, that does say that, but I will have to obviously check to make sure whatever's working, etc. So yeah, so if you guys, this is going to be uploaded to the video, so you can basically watch back again. If anyone wants me to try out any routes or anything, or buy any routes, or remove any routes, or or not do certain, because there are some routes that people probably don't want me to do, and that's fine. I mean, please let me know in the comments because I want to know what routes you want me to do because you know. I was going to hope try and get Train Sim World 2 or 3, but I've now had a look at. I tried looking for Train Sim World 2, but number 2 is not available. Um, so I can't get number 2. I can get 3, but I'm not going to be able to stream before I get 3. So it looks like we're not going to be having some Pancras to Ashford for quite some time. Until I get a new laptop, I'd imagine. I mean, like, whenever I'll get that in 10 years or something. So, right, so yeah, guys, I'm going to now head out. Think there's a GSM coming up this weekend. On the Minecart Rapid Transit server. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream that yet. If I do, I'll let you guys know. But if not, then I probably won't. So, but yeah, thank you all for joining, and I'll see you hopefully next, well, either Sunday or next Thursday. Or if I do a stream on Saturday, then I will do one, but I probably won't. So, but I'll let you guys know. So, anyways, see you.